You think that's a cruel ruler? You think that's a listen.
Ruler is going to put an object, a throne ahead of a human leader,
or do you think that's a cruel leader?
No.
Okay, you know what? It's as easy as this. It's as easy as this, stream. We're willing to give back the throne. We're willing to
honestly, I literally don't care about the throne because the throne means nothing. It's the place of the throne. It's the fact that you attacked the throne that means something. You can keep the throne. It's a bunch of gold blocks.
Okay. Then what is it? What are you going after? What are you going after?
You stopping. Otherwise, I will kill you. I will burn all your items. I will pillage your goods, and I will destroy your entire land.
Kind of sounds like a tyrant to me.
It kind of sounds like somebody who doesn't like terrorists to me.
Terrorists.
You are terrorists.
You know what?
We put a human life. We put a human life ahead of a few blocks.
Dream.
And that makes us terrorists.
All right, listen to us. Listen to us. All right. We have a society up there called Mexican Lemanberg.
No, you have no society. You declared war on Dream SMP essentially, and we are
then
way more powerful.
Why did you go and destroy part of land we have? We just want to be seen as a society, Dream.
Well, you're not. You're not seen as anything. You know, in my mind, Mexican Lemanberg does not exist in any way whatsoever. And you know what? I'll talk to Tubbo about it, and I'll make sure he sees it doesn't exist
Then what do we
either.
do? Okay, then how's that fair? How's that fair?
Dream said the same thing about Lemanberg back in the day.
Can no one set up new countries?
No, I didn't.
Can no one set up new countries? We just want a country up there and want to be recognized as a country. That's all we want.
Well, you don't get recognized by a country by being terrorists, Quackity.
That's the only time you have ever stepped foot and actually tried to recognize all of us as something. You removed George and he's gone. Sabnab doesn't identify with any country right now. And Carl's never around. Carl's never around for anything.
You can try and paint me as the bad guy because I don't want you griefing and being a terrorist.
We're not painting you as a bad guy. That's not what we're trying to do here.
Yes, you are.
Can you
100%
recognize
are.
us as a society?
You're calling me a tyrant by saying,
need.
hey, you need to not be terrorists and go and blow shit up.
I have not in any moment called you a tyrant. You, on the other hand, called me a terrorist. You have told me that I'm not abiding to the rules.
By definition, you're an absolute tyrant, Dream.
Okay, what's the definition of tyrant?
No, he's not.
What's the definition of tyrant?
Dream. Let us have our society and let's be done with it.
A cruel and oppressive ruler. Do you think a cruel ruler is somebody who says, hey, don't blow up and try and attack the king of this nation? You think that's a cruel ruler? Listen.
Ruler is going to put an object, a throne ahead of a human leader,
or do you think that's a cruel leader?
No, that is
a reasonable leader that would say,
hey,
don't attack my castle and destroy a crown.
Dream, can I speak to you privately? Can I just speak to you privately? Just privately, okay? Dream, come out here. All we want to be is a peaceful society. They're angry. They're very rightfully angry. At what point have they been given any role at all? Let us live as a peaceful society. Recognize us as a society, and we'll move on normally. I don't think it's fair that no one is allowed to set up their own countries without it being immediately shut down by these imaginary rules. Let us just live as a country. A normal, peaceful country.
I would have. I had no problem, and you can even see with anybody you go ask, I had no problem with Mexican Lemanberg. I did nothing. I did not attack you guys. I did not threaten you guys. I did not grief your lands. I did nothing at all until you decided to attack my nation. And you're saying, hey, we want to have countries. I'm saying, okay, fine. You know what? I view it as fine. You want to make a country? Go ahead and make a country. I just recently, and you were there when I recognized Lemanberg as its own thing. And I said,
After what? After putting
Tommy
walls
was
around
exiled.
it? After exiling Tommy?
The walls are coming down.
After the years of history that country has?
Quackity.
Just recognize us. That's what we want.
I understand that you wish to cause problems on the SMP, and that's like your number one goal.
Absolutely not.
You are by far right now. You are the biggest enemy on the SMP right now.
Really?
Yes,
really?
100%.
So you're not recognizing us as a society?
No, you're not getting recognized. You're getting recognized as losers, terrorists.
What? No. Listen to me. All you got to do, recognize us as a society. Now,
you know what someone has to do
that's
to be
the
recognized?
only way to do it.
What? You know what someone has to do to be recognized? I'll tell you what someone has to do to be recognized.
Let's hear it.
Somebody, a country that is established has to have a fair and just and logical ruler. And you are none of those things. Tubbo is all of those things. And that's why Lemanberg is recognized. When Tommy was a head of state and Tommy was vice president, you're right, Lemanberg had no right to be recognized. It wasn't the fact that there was violence. It wasn't the fact that I took over Lemanberg or put walls around it. It was the fact that Tommy, a dumbass, was exiled and not in charge of their land anymore. Now Tubbo, a very, very, very reasonable person, is in charge of Lemanberg. So I recognize them as a country because that's reasonable. They're not going to go and blow up shit like you just did. Tubbo would never do what you just did. Never in a million years would Tubbo do what you just did.
What does it have to be? I'm willing to give up anything just so that Mexican Lemanberg is recognized.
Yeah, you're not going through. Listen, you guys, like, I don't.
It's gone.
Do you think through anything you do?
I have eight.
You don't
eight
think.
stone bricks. That is what I took away from Aerith's castle. We have the throne, which you said doesn't mean anything. We'll just give it back, or they can just rebuild it. You see what I see, Dream?
The castle. Would you go?
You know
that's
what?
perfectly fine. Actually, it's a peaceful protest.
It's
No, you
easy.
say that's
It's easy. Who's the king? Who's the king, Dream? So
Aerith.
let's talk to the king. Let's talk to the king.
Sure.
Aerith.
Hello.
Hello, Aerith. Aerith, let's recap what happened. My boys over here were doing a peaceful protest. They got blown up. All right?
Yeah.
We raided your castle because we thought you did it, and it's not even raiding. We took away 8 stone bricks here, which have them back right there. They're right there.
So Eric, he told me this. He told me that the reason they raided the castle is because you killed and gave Carl a canon death.
A what?
A
canon
death.
death.
Just a death.
Carl
that
is
counts.
now dead. Carl is now dead of 1 life.
Oh, a canon
Eric,
death.
at the end of the day,
I
you know
didn't
what,
know
Eric?
such
You know what,
thing.
Eric?
You
Okay,
can
so
do
what
it
happened?
Come with
now?
me.
What happened?
Eric. Tell me what happened.
I was walking. I had just knighted Puffy and H-bomb, and we were making our way back to the castle, and I saw the protest, and I, of course, did not want to engage in anything hurting these guys.
Okay.
And suddenly, I heard the sound of TNT being ignited, and the ground blew up, and Carl fell into the cavern below and lost his life.
So what you're telling me is that they, while committing an act of terrorism, killed themselves and then blamed it on you in order to then do a siege on the castle and steal the throne and grief it. That sounds like definition of terrorism. And Quackity, I understand you every situation. You always want to paint me as the bad guy and give all these dumb reasons as to why I'm being the bad guy. When in every situation, I have reasonable reasons for what I'm doing. And in this situation, we went and destroyed the entrance to Mexican Lemanberg and parts of Mexican Lemanberg because you just lied to me, to my face.
What did I lie
how can
about?
you? Okay, how you said Eric killed Carl?
Quaxy,
That's the
you're a
assumption. That is the
terrorist.
assumption.
You're a criminal. You attempted to take my life and frame me.
That was
for
not
killing
Eric.
Carl.
Listen to me. Eric, listen to me. Is this your own opinion? Was George eligible to just be dethroned?
King. I made Eric king. I took it away. I took Eric's away. It's no different. You know what Eric didn't do when I took away his throne? He didn't come and complain about it and then go and try and attack George.
This entire thing. I understand it's a dream SMP, but you gotta understand that some
Did
people
Eric
established
kill
societies.
Carl? Answer that question. Did Eric kill Carl?
I don't know. Did he?
Did Eric kill Carl? You were
Did
there.
you kill Carl, Eric?
You
Did you
claimed
kill
that
Carl,
he did.
Eric?
Carl, it was not me.
It was
if you want
not
to
you.
go to the place,
Then
there is a
who was it?
redstone line going off to the right. George came from that direction.
George did not come from that direction. George did not come from that direction. You know what? At the end of the day, Eric, at the end of the day, you and me should probably be having this conversation. Okay? Maybe you and me should be having this conversation. Dream, I understand you made him king, but we have problems with the king. So how about me and the boys talk to the king?
Let's recap what happened.
Okay.
Now that we have all the facts and before we just had lies, let's go ahead and go over everything that happened.
Okay.
You guys were protesting the government, I guess, or not even the government.
Yes,
It's not even the government.
Yes,
You're protesting the king. And by doing that, you placed TNT explosives.
We don't know who did that.
No.
We don't know who did that.
You did. You placed TNT explosive outside the castle, and then it sounds like George blew up these TNT explosives outside the castle in an act of terrorism, and then one of your men died in it, and then you baby raged and terrorized the castle.
I don't think that's how.
And then now you're hiding in the place where we can't kill you because you're a pussy.
Have my boys speak as well because they were part of this as well. Just recognize us as a society. That's all we want. That's all we need. We're willing to forget everything. We'll get back.
Acts.
We gave. That's not a terrorist act. That's not a terrorist act. Who died?
What?
Who died? What would we do a terrorist act against our own people? Absolutely not. Eric,
it's a terrorist
at
act.
At the end of the day,
Griefing the throne.
Eric, you are the king. You're the king. We're willing to make peace, but also, what?
I said thank you for recognizing that.
Yes, absolutely. You are the king, and we weren't happy with that. But you know what? We're willing to compromise, and I'm sure George is willing to compromise too. You keep being the king. There will be no more issues. But you, king of Dream SMP, just recognize us as a society. That's all we need. That's it. Listen. At the end of the day, Era is king. All I'm asking is for peace.
I have a question.
Let
me ask this: what did Eric do to you guys? Anything?
Nothing.
Name one. Everyone.
Listen. At the end of the day, what we want is a peaceful society. That's all we want. And we're gonna cause no more trouble again. We just want peaceful society.
So your route to a peaceful society is by killing one of
We
your
built
own,
no. We built our country. We built our country. It was running well for the longest time. And
hey, Carl,
now what?
I heard you're a liar. That's what I heard.
A liar about what?
That you didn't get killed by Eric at all, and that's what we found out.
I got exploded by TNT while we were doing a peaceful protest.
That you no TNT that you guys placed. Am I wrong?
I didn't place a single piece of TNT.
Okay, maybe you didn't.
Yeah.
Sapnap, George, Quackity.
I didn't place a single piece of TNT.
It wasn't me. It just showed up.
You guys did.
Listen,
just showed
all we want, fellas, listen. All we want is a peaceful society. We want to be recognized as a society. That's the only thing we want.
That's not what you do to get recognized as a society.
All right. Well, what happened. The past is past. We're here and moving forward. All right.
Listen, this is what we need to happen.
Peaceful society.
Listen, this is what need to happen. You guys, you take the throne, you go and put it back. You take the stone bricks, you go and repair it. You apologize to Eric, you apologize to me, and then fine, we're done.
Okay, and then is Eric gonna unkill me?
Eric didn't kill you, so George can unkill you because George gave you your cannon death.
George wouldn't do that.
I didn't do
he's
anything.
My favorite king.
No, he did. He did.
Yeah.
And what do we get? What do we get in return for that? Just to make things clear. Nothing.
You get peace. That way we don't go in grief and just completely destroy Mexican Lamberg.
No, we want to be recognized as a society.
Yeah, and Sapnap needs to give Puffy her armors back.
That is it. Well, yeah.
I didn't even know it was you, Sapnap. You were invisible and then ran away to the Holy Land to hide.
I know, he's a baby. We all
just
know that.
Just a society. Recognize us as a society, and that's it.
You didn't almost slay me. I'm lagging. I was on full health when I logged out.
Guys, come on.
Fellas, we're willing to let this all go. All of it. Just give us a peaceful society and let's end with it. It's a one-time situation, and it ends tonight. Just give us a peaceful society. Recognize us as a society. It ends tonight, and that's it.
You've already, Quackity. You were already like, how were you not? Okay, answer this. How were you not recognized as a society before this?
We weren't.
You want a peaceful society? Your idea for that is to damage my castle?
Ages
after.
Did you ask me?
Tubbo. Quackity.
Well, I'm assuming we have to go through the exact same thing that Lamberg went through.
Why are you Quackity? Have you ever gone to me and said, "Hey, do you recognize Mexican Lamberg?"
Have we, George?
Am I supposed to come out and just randomly go in a call and be like, I recognize Mexican Lamberg? No, I'm not supposed to do that. That's not what happens.
Yes, sir.
It doesn't make any sense.
That's what we need.
Like, you're trying to get me to see it from your perspective. I see it from your perspective. But your perspective is a terrorist. Can you see it from my perspective?
No. Don't paint me as a terrorist. You know what? Let's meet halfway. Recognize this society. One-time thing. It's over. All right. You have to make an official statement that you recognize Mexican Lamberg
on your main
society.
Twitter.
No. And one more thing. Do not call me a terrorist. Right?
You are a terrorist.
I'm not a terrorist. Tommy was exiled.
How are
George
you
was
not
taken
a
away.
terrorist,
You're negotiating on the king's behalf.
Oh my! It's absolutely.
You're negotiating on his behalf.
That's not being a puppet.
Let me negotiate with Eric. Because his castle was the one destroyed. It is called Eric's castle. It has his image all over the castle. So let me do this with Eric.
All right,
Eric.
I told you the terms. I'm sure he can negotiate on those as well.
Eric.
Hello, Quackity.
I want to know your terms. You and me. Let's discuss this. You and me. I'm going to negotiate with this with you. We'll return your throne. We'll fix up your castle. And guess what? You know what? We don't even want you guys to rebuild Mexican Lamberg. We'll do it ourselves. Even though you guys should, but we'll do it ourselves. We'll do it ourselves. Dream, please. I'm speaking with the king.
I didn't say anything.
We'll rebuild it. We'll rebuild it ourselves. Okay?
So your whole idea was that you attack me.
No. It was supposed to go a completely different way, but you guys went and destroyed Mexican Lamberg. At this point, we're all both at a crossroads here. We're both at a crossroads, so we both have to compromise. So at the end of the day, you know what? It's easy. Just recognize Mexican Lamberg as a society, and that's it.
I can't do that. In my perspective, you're it's treasonous. You're being terrorists. You guys.
You know what? You're right. At the end of the day, How about this? It was never supposed to be Mexican La Mandarin in the first place. How about we start from a fresh slate? We'll call it something else. For the new name, we'll call it a clean slate. But all we want is to be able to establish societies. And I think this is going to set a really good precedent for the server in general, to be able to establish our own societies, our own countries, without the ruling. Let's go ahead.
Coral Town.
Well,
Let's go ahead.
What you're asking for is something that's already been done. You recognize you've accomplished nothing except for you've done terrorist act, and now you're asking us to do something that's already been done.
Easy. Let's make it official. Then let's make it official.
That's fine. It's nothing new. It's already been official. Okay. It's nothing new. You go and give Puffy her armor back, restore the castle, apologize to Eret, and apologize to me, and then you're recognized. Because guess what? You were recognized before.
Why do we apologize to you? If we have anyone to apologize, it's to Eret. I'll apologize to Eret. No problem.
Except Eret killed me.
Doesn't.
Eret didn't kill you, but that's fine.
I'll apologize to Eret, but I won't apologize to you.
Fair.
Okay.
If you do the things you have promised to do, I will recognize you.
Okay. Carl killed Carl. Can we just unkill Carl? Just unkill him from the canon death.
I didn't kill him.
Easy. I just want this as a president, Dream. I'll go ahead and apologize to you. I won't apologize to Dream. There's nothing to apologize to him for. But is that agreed upon?
So be it.
All right, let's hit each other at the same time. Ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1. Wait! Before we do.
Attack! Is Eret
Stop! Chill out! Oh my God! Eret!
What a king! What a king!
Before I ask, George Sabnap, you guys are part of this country too.
I hate them and I hate you.
Okay, well, just rebuild the minor damage we did. Sabnap, what is it? What do you want? What is it?
I want justice.
One Dream.
We have to compromise.
Oh, he wants me? Okay.
Sabnap, it's called compromising.
It's
called compromising.
Let's go!
In the Holy Land.
Yeah. Okay, that's a deal, Eret. He already stated his terms. Hit me, Eret. Ready? 3, 2, 1. All right.
There we go.
So it is. It's a new dawn. It's a new dawn.